I was sitting here and I got all these downloads, and it's so amazing, y'all. And I was sitting here thinking, and it's like my brain be on overdrive sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So I was sitting here and this came to me. And I was like, it's like spirit was just speaking to my spirit, my heart, and saying, do people really understand what times we're in? Like, do they really understand the importance of having balance and and um and getting their plans, strategic plans together? Not even just that strategic. You don't have to sit there and just go strategically plan your 5 years. Basically, just know what you want and where you want to go. That's all I'm saying. And I ain't telling you, it ain't like taking a class assignment or studying for a test or sitting there wrecking your brain. It's just about knowing what you want, where you're going. You might not even know how you're going to get there. And most of the time, and I tell you that when you dream big, your dreams be so big till it freaks you out, to the fact of you're like, how am I going to manifest this? And that's the part where we get stuck, or we get misconstrued, or we get fearful, just stagnated or confused, or or comfortable where we are presently, because thinking about you're here and you have a job, you might make good money, what quote unquote society could think is good money, and you live a comfortable life, and you're good. You have a nice 401k retirement, all that good stuff. However, in your inner being, your inner self, your inner being, your soul is speaking more. Your soul is something, when you think about certain things or certain ideas, you just go, your mind just goes and wanders, and you're happy when you think about doing that thing. And I'm gonna tell you something, is you get happy when you think about the manifestation of it. It's not even about how much money you'll generate from it. It's just about the manifestation of doing it, because it's your passion, it's your heart's desire, and it brings you joy just to think about it. Your dopamine rises to the top. Your frequency just goes up when you think about that certain thing. Dream, vision, everybody have different things, what they want to call it, goals, whatever you want to call it, manifestation, however, whatever. We all have different ways how we feel about things or how we say things, and that's perfectly fine. But you're here, and one thing, if I could just get this across to people about being here and want to elevate to here, the difference. You know what I'm saying? And when you say, okay, I'm going to elevate myself and go to a whole nother level. Gotcha. I got to charge my phone. I'm sorry. I want to go to a whole nother level. Everything that I'm manifesting, and as I elevate or evolve to that level, it seems so far away. You know what I'm saying? And I understand. It just seems like it's not the vision. Whatever you want to do, the next level, it feels so close to your heart and your spirit and your soul. However, the part of manifesting it seems so far away, because you have a disconnect. And I know I'm going all over the place, but you have somewhere between knowing what's in your heart and what you desire and actually getting there is a disconnect. It's a disconnect from you're here and you want to be here. So in between, there's some disconnect, okay? And most of the time, I'm finna lay this down for you. The disconnect is balance. The disconnect is if I cannot tell you daily, I don't know how many times I can express to people, you gotta let go of certain energies in your life, toxic ways. And I'm gonna tell y'all that as I'm on this journey, our highest frequency is about how we live our lives, down to what we think, what we listen to, what we say, what we do, where we go, who we deal with, sexually, who you're involved with, okay, and what we eat. And I know it sounds, if when you go back to biblical, the word that I believe in says you have to take care. Basically, I don't know the scripture. I'm not creating. I'm speaking it verbatim. The temple has to be cared for. This is the temple. Everything, the body is the temple. I know most of us used to step into a church, but guess who's the church? The temple. You're the church. You got all the elements of the church already. When you get up every day, when people look at you, they're looking at the church. They're looking at the temple. Okay? The temple has to be right on all sides, y'all. You can't, and I'm getting this. As I get this, I give you this because I understand. I'm understanding more. I'm learning. I'm evolving, and I'm manifesting without thinking about it. When I think about it, I'm manifesting. But it's lined up. I'm aligned, right? So I'm trying to tell you the alignment, the balance, the temple right. Spiritually, you're connected. You're right. You got your spiritual right. You got all your elements right. You got to eat right. You got to take care of the body. You know, it's hard to have everything lined up and be on a spiritual journey, a spiritual path, and going from level to level, however you define that, and you eat McDonald's every day of your life. There's a disconnect between your lifestyle. When you go in and you want to when you're going from level to level to level to level, everything in your life has to change. It's almost like, and I'm experiencing this, you almost have to become like the hermit. You have to go within so many times a day. Sometimes you go within, you have to disconnect. Sometimes totally, you have to disconnect. You have to find that line between you, your inner self, source energy, and you have to bring that in. You have to pull that out. Understand you have to spend time alone. And I'm going to tell you something. When you start living this life, things automatically download to you. It's like when you change your frequency, and I tell you guys this often, your frequency automatically draws you in to the right people, places, things, circumstances, ideas. When I tell you, it's profound. It could be something literally as an email you get, a text message, a conversation in the supermarket, somebody just showing up with something. Out of a sudden, he was like, oh, they just showed up I've been waiting. I was thinking about that. I've been waiting on that. I didn't know how I was going to get them, and somebody show up and say, here you go. I got this for you. Y'all, I can't explain it to you, but I'm telling you, it's real. However, it's about the alignment, people. It's about getting all these things to line up together. And you have to stay focused. And when you throw out the dirty laundry, when you throw out the toxic thoughts, the ways, when you throw out the vices, the codependencies, the alcohol, the drugs, the cigarettes, the person that you know, your side piece that whoever you know, dealing with, sleeping with, all that stuff that help you get through, that's a vice too. And sometimes that brings in toxic energy to you, and that hinders you because you think you're connecting spirits and energy is everything. Energy is everywhere. Okay, so I just came to send y'all this message. we're in when I tell you we're in one of the best times of our lives, we're in one of the best seasons of our lives. The only thing is we got to understand it, and we have to make the changes. Once all those things are aligned, everything comes in. And let me tell you something, and I'm going to leave after this. Once things are aligned and coming in the way they should, it just happens for you. It's about, you have a different type of feeling. You just feel good. And you know what? You don't have to go around here stressing about this and running over here looking for this and begging for this and being a slave to this. It's lined up for you. And I'm going to tell y'all something. It is lined up for you. And one more thing I'm going to leave you with. When you start going from level to level and you're evolving, do not get so caught up in who's holding what you need. You're going to be all type of people from different places, different elements, different cultures, different parts of life that are going to have what you need. So do not get caught up in that and miss your leveling up, okay? Because it's going to come to you. The color of their skin won't matter, what country they're from, how they speak, what they speak. That could be from what you call the ghetto, the hood. Listen, let me tell you something. Do not get confused and get so caught up in yourself until you miss it, because you're trying to be on a level and you missing the real level. Some of y'all gonna get what I'm saying. I'm channeling these things and I understand. But I'm leaving this video. It's been 12 minutes in. I really didn't mean to go that far. So I just want to leave y'all with that. I don't even know what I'm going to title this video, but however should I say, change your frequency and you change your life. Love and light. Peace. I'm out. Mary, speak your truth.